A Golfer's Tale, The Quest for the Double Slam. Hello, this is Smokey Mewlin. I'm the sports editor for the Atlanta Feline Times. I'm here to tell you about a new book, A Golfer's Tale, that chronicles the quest for the greatest achievement in the history of golf, if not all sport, the double slam. Now, I know that you human servant types out there probably think that Bobby Jones' Grand Slam in 1928 or Tiger Woods' more recent Tiger Slam are more likely to fit the bill. But that's because you don't know about the double slam or the fascinating world of feline golf. The year was 1998. Roscoe Watkins was known to all feline golf fans as the best in the world. Accompanied by his faithful sister and caddy Maggie, Roscoe had won the Grand Slam, that's all 4 major championships on the FGA, that's Feline Golf Association Tour, in 1995. He had won multiple major championships in each year he had competed. At the 1997 Tabby Tuna British Open, or TTBO, he had shot a 58 in the final round to take the old tuna dish once again. His 58 is generally considered to be the greatest round of golf ever shot by man or cat. Roscoe was widely considered, at least to feline golf aficionados, as the greatest all-species golfer ever. Now 12 and also eligible for the senior tour, Roscoe was home in Atlanta spending long winter nights in front of the fire, contemplating retirement and a life of leisure with his human servants. But a brash young upstart from Japan would not leave Roscoe alone. Ichiro Nakamura was just 3 years old. He had been enrolled in a prestigious golf academy by doting human servants at the age of 3 months. He had been trained by the finest feline golf coaches and sports psychologists in Japan. He had been taught that he was the greatest, and he believed it. And with some reason. Nakamura had taken the Japanese tour by storm, winning an incredible 10 tournaments in a row at the age of 2. Nakamura loved the media and he loved trash talking. This made him a nightly interview on TCGC, that's the Cat Golf Channel for you human types, and CSPN, Cat Sports Programming Network. Nakamura proclaimed himself to be number 1, the greatest in all of golf and the greatest ever. As for Roscoe, he better retire, because he too old. And every night, the abuse came over the airwaves from Japan. Finally, on New Year's Day 1998, Roscoe had had enough, and he called a press conference. At that press conference, he announced that he would not retire. He announced that he would play only the major championships on the regular FGA Tour and on the Senior Tour. My friends in the media jumped all over this and quickly called it the quest for the double slam. When asked about it, Nakamura laughed and simply said, "He too old." The quest would be an enormous undertaking. In order to achieve it, Roscoe would have to win the majors on the regular tour. First, he'd have to win at Augusta to be played on the famous Augusta International Feline Links. Then he'd have to win the National Open to be played that year at Pebble Beach, on the Pebble Beach Feline Links. He'd then have to venture overseas and take the TTBO to be played at the famous Turnberry Feline Golf Links in Scotland. And finally, if he accomplished all of that, he'd have to come back across the pond and take the Clever Cat Toy FGA Championship to be played at historic Wing Paw in upstate New York. In addition to the 4 majors on the regular tour, Roscoe would have to take the 4 majors on the senior tour against the veteran champions. To do this impossible feat, Roscoe would not only have to take on Nakamura, but other great champions such as Sandy McTabbie from Scotland, Miyoshi Murata, Roscoe's best friend on tour, from Japan, Cyril, Lord Sandtrap Bunker from England, Jean Chaton from France, Bruno Mauser from Germany, Senior Tour legend Buster Scratch McNabb, and of course, Old Tom Norris. Now, I know many of you human types out there may think golf is kind of boring. Well, that's because your only experience is with the human golf tours. It's not so boring on the feline tours. The human tours have never had a trash talker of the likes of Nakamura. They've never had a ladies' man, a cat that is, like Jean Chaton. Sometime on the feline tours, natural tendencies can get in the way of play, and usually with a hard-hearted FGA official such as Brewster Stickler looking over one shoulder, ready to assess a penalty. Sometimes, as is the case with the human competitors, the feline competitors get rattled by the click of a camera during their backswing. However, on the feline tour, the consequence is likely to be more entertaining. A Golfer's Tale is written in Roscoe's own words, set forth in a recently discovered lost manuscript. In addition to the riveting storyline, Roscoe shares the one and only secret for playing better golf. Here's a hint. It has something to do with the tale. Will Roscoe win the quest for the double slam? Well, you'll have to buy the book and find out. You can find out how to buy the book on the book's website, www.golferstale.com, or its other website, www.greatestcatgolfer.com. Why two websites for one book? Well, let's just say Roscoe liked to keep his bases covered. The book is also available on Amazon.com. You can search for Golfer's Tale. And it's also available at BarnesandNoble.com and many other distribution channels. The retail price is only $15.99, but you can sometimes find it on sale. A Golfer's Tale supports the Fur Kids No-Kill Animal Shelter. 10% of the profits from A Golfer's Tale support Fur Kids. Fur Kids is the largest cage-free, no-kill shelter in Roscoe's home state of Georgia. It supports homeless cats and dogs as well. It provides medical care for the animals and adoption services so they can find a loving, permanent home. The reviews are in on A Golfer's Tale. The Midwest Book Review gave it a 5-star rating on Amazon and said it shouldn't be missed by cat and golf lovers. MM, another reviewer, called it a whimsical, delightful book that will make you smile, and she also gave it 5 stars. Wes commented that it is a treat for people who love golf and who love cats, and he gave it a 5-star rating as well. So again, this is Smokey Mewlin signing off. Buy A Golfer's Tale, and you can find out about the fascinating world of feline golf, the story of sport's greatest achievement, and you can help homeless cats and dogs at the same time. Thank you for your time.